Hey guys, we're back. DeFi, DJ, Strip, and Farm for Poverty. I'm your host, Strip Coach, dropping out bombs on all Forex Shark related projects. And today's video is more of a walk and talk. I don't know if you can hear it, but I wanted to expound on the only in Cambodia part of my channel. So in the background, there's karaoke going on. And I haven't been outside to see it, but I know already from being here for a while what it actually is. And it's like I mentioned on this channel before, it will definitely cause you to challenge your beliefs of what you think you're entitled to. Like in the US, we have rules and regulations, and then you may move somewhere else and think those rules apply. And it's like, no, sorry folks, different state, different location, different rules. So right now I'm in my office, but we're gonna walk outside and then walk down the street and see where this music is coming from. Let's go. Not sure if you can hear it, but I can, so that means I hear it while I'm sitting at my desk. Wow, it is bright. All right, I'm gonna flip the camera around as we head out. Then we're just gonna go down the street and see how far away it is. Oh, it sounds like it's just right next door. So I don't really see. Yeah, so it's about 50 meters or so from my house, and they just play the music right outside, and then you can hear that wherever you are working inside. So there's no sense of like noise pollution, or I forgot what the law is in the US regarding disturbing the peace. There we go. So they sit out and then just play on a loudspeaker. And sometimes they're actually, I didn't see anyone actually singing over here, but normally they have kind of a karaoke machine. And even if you're driving down the street, you'll actually find some disabled people, usually blind. They're actually sitting on the side of the street with the karaoke machine and singing for donations. So karaoke in Southeast Asia is huge. But I haven't seen it like this big, like here in Cambodia, where it's just everywhere. Philippines was really big, China was really big, Thailand, they have KTVs and stuff, but Cambodia takes it to a whole nother level. So again, like I said, let me put this around again. It's all about challenging your limiting beliefs, what you believe to be right, because that's literally just within your own world and your own perspective, sorry. So that's why I say it's great for people to explore other countries or cultures, you know, such as shaking with your right hand being, you know, a statement of pride in one country and literally taboo in another, or sticking your chopsticks in your rice, you know, sticking straight up in Japan, you know, is a sign of disrespect. All sorts of stuff. So like, you won't know what you don't know until you get out there and explore it. So decided to record this video because right now the Binance is down. I'm gonna maybe clip this into that video. I'm gonna do a video on that, but wanted to show some additional stuff just so guys you can get some other ideas of what's going on here. So yeah, we'll head back to the computer and I'm gonna clip these together and go over what happened with Binance. All right, see you. Just a quick message, please like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss another video. This helps bring brand awareness to the channel as well as all Forex Shark related projects. Thank you. All right, guys, we are at the desk and I'm gonna try to keep this short because I know you may not want to hear my background music. Again, different strokes, different folks. There's also something I learned, so fun fact, depending on what type of music or food or whatever you grow up with, you're gonna be preconditioned to finding that more palatable, tasteful, enjoyable. And then if you didn't grow up with that, you think it sounds like garbage. You know, prime example, if you listen, your parents listen to your music, they're like, what is this crap? You listen to their music, you're like, what is this crap? Well, you can apply that across a multitude of different things you encounter across your life, food, music, clothing, culture, all this stuff. So anyway, let's get into the hack. And that's actually not correct. So a lot of people are saying Binance is hacked. So if you scroll through here, Binance hack, Binance hack. It's not actually Binance Smart Chain that was hacked. It was the actual bridge on Binance that allows them to go between the BEP2, which is more like the internal network, and then BEP20, which is what we use. And this is the most recent actual update from BNB Chain. It's retweeted on CZ. So if you're not following CZ or BNB Chain, make sure you do a search for this and look for the CZ Binance with the blue check mark. There are other ones that don't have it that are just like trolling, I guess you could say. So anyway, the latest update, BSC validators are coordinated to bring back BNB Smart Chain in an hour with the latest release. So basically what they're doing is they kind of forked the chain and hard fork release. This hard fork height, blah, blah, blah is about the block. And basically they're blacklisting some of the tokens. So if you've been sleeping and haven't heard about this, let's go down to where this all started. Basically CZ said he was sleeping when this came up. So you can get it on Binance, but we're going to get it straight from CZ. So the current estimate is around 100 million USD equivalent. BSC token hub bridge. So that's where it happened between the beacon chain BEP2 and the smart chain BEP20, which is what I was talking about earlier. And basically said there was an exploit on a cross-chain bridge. And this has happened quite a bit. And so it's not native to Binance. Bridges have constantly been exploited. People are finding ways to game the system and then remove liquidity. And then they try to basically bridge to other chains and then try to previously go to Tornado Cash and mix it out or whatever the case may be. So the bridges have constantly been a vulnerability, and that's not a reflection of the security of Binance. So Binance was not hacked, and the original thought was that there was 600 million, 586 million, half a billion, whatever the case may be. But that quickly got frozen. Even USDT blacklisted the addresses, and it's actually now less than 100 million is what they're coming up with. And this is another really cool thing is that the validators did this independently of CZ. So he says, full transparency, I was asleep. Yes, I sleep. By the time I was woken up at 3 a.m., the community of validators had already paused. So people are like, oh, Binance is not, decentralized, blah, 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 blah. And truth be told, the vast majority of people in crypto don't want true DeFi, meaning that you have 100% autonomy and control over your own assets. We want some level of protection. That's where the FDIC insurance and all this comes from, because when things like this happen, nobody wants to lose their money. For example, if Terra Luna had some level of autonomy like this, to even though that wasn't an exploit, that was somebody using the system as designed, the only person that gained, or maybe group, was the people that exploited it. Everybody else got liquidated. So in that scenario, would have benefited by having the validators paused. But if you want true DeFi, then it's the wild, wild west, and you just got to say, the code is the law. And if something happens, then, like an exploit like this, someone writing code to manipulate other code, you have to say the code is the law, and tough shit, we're all out of however many millions of dollars it was. And I don't think anybody in their right mind wants that, because only one person benefits. Whereas having someone like CZ or the validators on Binance that decide to take it in their own hands and say, hey, this is for the betterment of the community, and this was someone exploiting a vulnerability, then you want that fixed. No different than recalls in vehicles or food or whatever. It's like, yeah, we made a mistake, a vulnerability, an exploit. Do we leave it out on the market and let people get sick or die, or do we pull it back? Like, I don't get people's they're preaching from the hilltops about, they want decentralized finance. It's like, or complete DeFi. And it's like, no, you really don't, because if you put your life savings into something, or you move all the way into crypto, let's say you finally get out of fiat because there's no other option, fiat's going to zero, and you get into crypto, you want some level of protection in your crypto. Like, I don't know how else to phrase it, because you don't want the government stealing your money due to inflation, and you don't want some exploit happening on the DeFi front. So there has to be someone, somehow, a code or something that, supports this. So anyway, I went off on a tangent. Sorry, guys. So anyway, at 3 hours ago, he said no ETA gives the devs time to fully understand the root cause, implement the fixes, test through them thoroughly, and then resume. Let's not rush it now. Bob, thank you for your understanding. And then 10 minutes ago, maybe 30 by the time this video is out and live, they said they'll have this done within the hour. So within an hour or two of this video being released, the BNB should be back up. And for those that are aware, that means you have not been making any money, because it's literally as if time was paused on the Binance Smart Chain, because you can only, you're only making profits based on the blocks that are generated within the smart contract, the smart chain. So if no blocks are being mined and no blocks are being validated, then nothing is moving in the smart contract or the BSC chain that's a duplicate on BSC itself, the network. Sorry, that's the word I was looking for. So that means all of your earnings like this, showing this, you know, plant being earned, they're not actually being earned. So it'll roll back or be where it was at the pause. Exact same thing that happened with the animal farm, basically, and the dogs token and the pigs token and all that stuff. So we may have lost out on a total of 8 hours worth of compound interest, but in the grand scheme of things, it's better than having 500,000, because there were 2 million BNB that were basically minted and could have been sold. So luckily that did not happen. And like there's only about 100 or 70 million or something like that, that at the end of the day, they're saying it's going to be lost, that they wash up. So this is a good thing in my opinion. And I still think BSC is one of the better chains out there, but I'm biased because that's where my crypto is at for the most part. All right, so that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed the serenade in the background, and hope you enjoyed the information on what's been going on. If you're asleep and you missed it and you woke up now and it's over, well, good for you. All right, lift daily and achieve your impossible. Like, subscribe, you know the drill.